Hello and welcome back. I've been telling you about our new video course, At the Table with Jesus, and I am back to answer some frequently asked questions about this offering. So first of all, what is a video course? Well, this is a Bible study that's designed where the teaching is all on video. And so if you have any kind of group that gets together, you can have an in-depth Bible study, even if you don't have a teacher, or if your teacher needs a break, or if you're ready to try something new, something a little different. This is for you because we have provided all of the lesson in video format. You would come together as a group, watch the video together, and then we've provided an array of discussion questions so that your group can talk about the scripture passage, the video teaching, what they've learned, how it's touched them, and how it's impacted them, and how they think they could go out and apply it. And so this is a great setup for a number of different kinds of groups. Who is it for? It's for small group Bible studies. It's for Sunday school classes, women's ministry groups, Zoom meeting groups, anyone who wants to get into scripture in fresh, in-depth Bible study. So this brings me to the next question of how much Bible knowledge is needed. Well, I'll tell you that this course is structured very much like you might get in a Sunday school class or in a sermon, in which I assume that you know some basics of the structure of the Bible, that there's an Old Testament and the New Testament, that the Bible is divided into books, that there's more than one gospel, and that they all tell the story of Jesus. If someone were brand new to scripture altogether, that would be a great time to put them together with a mentor and get them oriented on what the Bible is, because it's kind of a surprising book. But anyone who's at that just basic level has enough background for this class. And really, anyone, even completely unfamiliar with scripture, will be able to understand these stories. They will recognize the remarkable presence of Jesus. You don't need any previous knowledge to be amazed at how Jesus treats people and to be compelled by his invitation. So it is really for your group, I think, no matter where you are. Now, I mentioned this. What if some people do the homework and some don't? This will be fine. You may have had the experience I've had where we have a Bible study, and because it's an in-depth study, there's a lot of preparation work, and then some people come to class having done it and others haven't, and it becomes a frustrating experience. These classes are not set up this way. There are scripture readings and preparation questions. And of course, if you do those, you will enrich your experience of reading the scripture and get practice in making the kinds of connections that produce an in-depth Bible study. If you don't, it will be totally fine. And so when your class comes in, no matter who has prepared and who hasn't, everyone will be able to participate in the video teaching and the discussion following. And so that way you can invite a friend, you can have a busy week. And I think, if you usually do the homework and you don't, we'll still see you in Bible study. Now, if you're thinking about organizing this, you may be asking, how hard is it to be a facilitator? And the answer is, it's easy. Our course has a handy facilitator guide. It requires no biblical knowledge. You don't need to have the answers, and I've already provided the questions. You need someone who is able to disseminate the handouts, to log into the course platform and start the videos, and you need someone who's willing to guide the discussion at some level. And I even have instructions and tips on how to do that in our facilitator guide. So any group, even if you don't have someone who wants to teach, can have a facilitator who's willing to set up this organization and make the Bible study possible. Now, one thing that I think people wonder is, why does this video course cost money? Shouldn't Bible study be free? And the content of this study is actually available free in the recordings of discussion classes that I have given on my YouTube channel. So I have taught this class twice before. I guess 3 times before now. And I've recorded those and put them up on YouTube. You can get all of this content free, and you are so welcome to do that. Any way that you want to participate is super. But those classes are of other people discussing. And I've had a lot of people say, I can't really use that in my group Bible study. I need something more formal. I need a more complete course setup in order to be able to use it. And so that's why I produced this video course. Now, producing a course is pretty time consuming, and the web-based hosting platforms cost money. And so this course costs money, but I hope whichever way you decide to go, that you will check out the teaching available in At the Table with Jesus, because this is a beautiful way to encounter Jesus anew and to study the Gospel of Luke and to see who Jesus is and his remarkable presence and how he impacts people and the love that he shows. Let me know if you have other questions and I will address them. Maybe we'll do another frequently asked questions video. But in the meantime, I hope you'll go to our Thinkerific platform. If you log in, you can get an entire sample lesson so that you can see how everything works, what's provided, how the handouts look like, what the lessons are like. And I hope you'll ask me if you have any questions on that too. Thank you.